Why am I finding out on Twitter? Why am I finding out on Twitter that Tiesa was back? Because I was under the impression from you after I beat her in that match that she was never going to be seen again in OEW, and I was going to be the VP of operations. And now you bring her back. What's that all about?
First of all, you need to check yourself before the big man behind you wrecks you. Now, as far as your little match with you and Tiesa goes, yeah, that match was for the VP of operations. I never said that Tiesa would be fired. That was something that you decided to do. But you see, the only one that could really fire Tiesa is me. And Tiesa's not going anywhere. She's part of the OEW. Now, settle down there, Paul. I know you're all worked up because you're mad that the company that I put you to be in charge of is now starting to fall apart. We have no OEW heavyweight champion.
I have a plan for that.
Oh, do you? Well, let me know what that is.
I'm going to take care of that next week. I don't need to tell you what it is. Just you got to trust me, all right? You have to trust me. You put me in charge to make decisions. I'm going to make them decisions. I know our champion left. I know the excuse on why he left. But you listen, I'm going to make this right next week. Next Sunday at Ascension, I'm going to make this right. I guarantee you that.
And that's what I like to hear. So you go out there on Sunday and you make things right.
But you should have told me. You should have told me that TS was come back. This could ruin everything I'm trying to build at OEW and her being back.
I tell no one of my plans. So, as of right now, you're still the vice president of operations, Paul. Or do you not want to be in that position no more? Because, I mean, looking at your demeanor right now, it looks like you're a little bit overwhelmed. Did I make a poor choice in putting you in that position?
Overwhelmed. Let's look at what I've done so far. I brought in the women's and the men's invitational winter tournament. I brought Tank Ventura back. I brought Honey Potts in. So don't tell me that I'm overwhelmed. I may be a little high strung. I may be a little upset about the tweets I'm getting and the phone calls I'm getting because TS is back. But don't ever say I'm overwhelmed, because I'm not overwhelmed at all.
I don't know. Could have fooled me, because even just by the way you're talking right now, seems like you're a little bit upset. But hey, here's a little bit of advice for you, Mr. Vice President of Operations. Why don't you stay off Twitter and focus on your work?
You know what? You're the boss. Okay. You're the boss. How about we end with that? All right. Because you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not even going to say. You're right. You're absolutely right. And next week at OEW Ascension, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this heavyweight championship belt. I'm going to put this belt on somebody who actually deserves it. Someone who's not going to abandon us. Someone who's not going to leave because they're afraid of the reign that I have in OEW. Okay? So you better watch next week of what I do. And I'm telling you right now, if Tiesa has anything to say about it, Tiesa interferes in anything that I'm building, I'm going to be back here again, and we're going to have another conversation.
And that's fine. My office is always open.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if there's anything else you got for me, I got to get back to work.
That's all. I need you to watch next week. You'll see how overwhelmed I am. I'm getting out of here. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Overwhelmed.
Hey,
somebody gonna let me out?
Hey, big man. I think I need to send you back over there to have a little watch. He can't even open up the door.